What's up, tube? First, I'd like to offer you my sincerest apology for the background noise. For those of you who can relate, you know how it is living in the city, just trying to grow. There's a lot of distractions out there. But anyway, I want to elaborate on progression and time. Time is not existent. As I included in one of my videos, there is no such thing as time. It is the figmentation and projection of one's consciousness and subconsciousness. But unfortunately, that's been engendered inside of us to identify with time. Many people misconceptualize and misidentify with time as if it was a considerable factor in our growth, when in actuality, it inhibits our growing process. The essence and root cause of fear itself is time. They have a direct correlation. So time and fear are both interchangeable. Some of the examples of time itself is wanting to graduate at a certain age with a bachelor's degree, no later than 23 years old, because they fear the derision or objurgation from other people, from outsiders. They don't want to be too old. It could be as subtle as 2 weeks of vacation time, and you have 3 weeks until you have that 2-week vacation time. Anxiety starts to develop. Fear itself. Many people fear that. Many women, most importantly, fear the process of marriage. They want to be married at a certain age because they fear that they're getting too old. You notice I said the key word was fear. So like I said, fear and time are both coexistent. They're cohesive factors. So when you identify with time, you unconsciously identify with fear itself. So you got the examples of what time is and how it's used with fear. Let's identify with progression. Identifying with progression, identifying with self. Identifying with progression has no need for time because they're steadily trying to improve on self. So they don't worry about before or after or what's happening later on today. They don't worry about anything. All their trying to think of another word besides worries. Just all of their, I could say a subtle word like concern. Not even concern, but you get what I'm saying. They're just focused. They're focused on improving self. So identify with progression, not with time itself, because time develops fearful characteristics. All right, I'm trying to explain that as thoroughly and descriptive as possible. Progression and time are two different ideologies. And identify with progression, you just focus on improving of self. All right, y'all. Peace.